So welcome student to our continuing session of lectures, and we are discussing about the reading from a file for a while loop. So you can see that when nothing to read from the file, so that time the while loop will terminate, and again the standard input will be referred back to the keyboard. Hence, it is known as terminal. In our another one session of lecture in other topics, we have discussed that uh, sometimes we refer keyboard by saying the word terminal, and sometimes we refer to the display device or monitor by saying the word terminal. Now, from here, let us move to our next slide here. Now here we can see another one type of loop which is present in this shell programming. This loop is called until loop, and how an until loop look like you can see here. So first there will be some control command, and then do and done will be there. So this is the same as the other loop, do done this portion, and within this portion there will be executable statement. You can see, and after executing those executable statements, then the loop will terminate. So actually the statements within the until loop, that is getting executed till the exit status of the control command remains false, that is exit status 1. So whenever the exit status becomes 0 or true, the control passes to the first command that follows the body of the until loop. First command which follow the body of the until loop. And if there is no command is there, so it will come out from the program. So here there is a minor difference between the working of while and until loop. So what is that? That is actually the while loop executes till the exit status of the control command is true, and it terminates when the exit status becomes false. But the until loop executes till the exit status of the control command is false and terminates when this status becomes true. This difference is a very great difference between these two type of loop. So what is the difference in one kind? That is, uh, in case of while loop, until the condition gets false, that means exit status gets 1, up to that moment the loop will continue. Whenever the exit status will 1 or false, the loop will terminate. But in case of until loop, this is just opposite. The moment the exit status is false, that means 1, the until loop will continue. But the moment the exit status get 0 or true, the loop will terminate. So this is just working just opposite of the while loop. Now let us move on to the next slide. So here is an example how we can use this until loop. So here first I equal to 1 we have taken. So I is the loop variable and value of the I initiated to initialized to 1 initially. Then until loop has been started, and within the until we are getting the condition $I minus $10, that means $I greater than 10. So until $I greater than 10 it is false. Up to that moment the loop will continue. The moment this condition is true, that means this $I greater than 10 it is true, then and there the loop will terminate, because it is until loop, just opposite of while loop. So here, as you know that I equal to 1, so I greater than 10, this is false. So the loop will execute, that means the statements within do and done, those statements will be executed. So first statement is echo $I, so it will display the value of $I, then I equal to expr $I plus 1, that means it is getting incremented by 1. So in this way uh, we can use this until loop. Now you may perhaps notice the difference, the way the loops have been written. The while loop continues job till the test remains true and terminates when the test fails, and the until loop continues till the test remains false and terminates when the test becomes true. So this is the difference. Now let us move to the next slide here. Now let us start our discussion about for loop. And this for loop actually very popularly used loop in all the programming, maximum programming languages, and in shell also. And these for loops working is bit different than the other two loops. Here the for actually allows us to specify a list of values which the control variable in the loop can take. The loop is then executed for each value mentioned in the list. So here you can see the general form of the for loop or for statement here. Then for, then control variable, then value 1, value 2, value 3, and in this way it will execute. So here the syntax is for. First you have to write for, then the control variable you have to write, then in keyword have to write, then you can give the different value for the control variable, then you can start do the loop body, start with do, then you can put series of command there, and after that you can close with done. The for loop here will execute the same sequence of commands for values mentioned in the list following the keyword in. So now let us move to the next slide for an example. So here we have an example a small example for loop. So here you can see that we separately we do not take any variable. We have taken the variable in the same statement with the for, that for word in high on a hill. So the word is here actually the control variable, in is the keyword, then the arguments or values are high on a hill, each are the values for word. Then do echo dollar word done. Echo dollar word done means the loop will execute for each of the value for the control variable word. That means for high, on, for each of the value, that will be displayed with the echo command under the loop repeatedly until the loop terminate. This is the actually the word is control variable here. So let us now check the output here. So here you can see that the output is high on a hill. So one by one the executable statement under the loop has been executed and it is displaying the value. So in this way actually the for loop works there. So till now up to this point for this session of lecture, we will continue for other lectures. Thank you for the moment.